Well, what do you know? It's time to go. Listen to the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Reach for this one.
And now, a real hit show, live from the Twin Cities. It's the Twin Cities Hit Show. Let's get this hit show started.
To the bottom, I go back to the top of the slide. Where I stop and I turn and I go for a ride. Till I get to the bottom and I see you again.
That was neither air guitar nor air drumming. That was like a chicken having a seizure. What was that? You were like airing out your armpits or something. What happened to the music and the echo? No, sorry.
That's Rusty making fun of my grooving out to our theme song.
I don't know what that was.
You were like, okay, that's better. All right.
Maybe we should take a video of it and post it.
You knocked over my breakfast.
We're going to have one of those days again. My thing is shorting out.
It's Monday.
It's an... You don't want your thing to short out, ever.
Yeah,
Nope.
there's medication for that, sir.
It's not good.
See, my guy, he's cheap.
I thought I had this fixed. Oh, well. There we go. It's a Monday.
There we are. Let's just start this.
It's the Twin Cities Hit Show.
Twin Cities Hit Show. Twin Cities Hit Show. Twin Cities Hit Show.
Twin Cities Hit Show.
I am Rusty Gatenby. Next to me, as always, is Chuckles.
Yeah, Chuckles Gollop.
And across the table is Courtney McLean.
Yes.
And we will have several guests in studio today.
Yeah, like 9,000 guests.
In fact, we have a guest sitting right now who is he's waving.
I didn't know if I was allowed to talk.
We'll let you talk. It's
Sweet.
Courtney will do this move.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the talk move?
The fanning of the armpits chicken seizure move.
Basically, if you've ever seen Showgirls, it's kind of like that move, only I don't cross my arms in front of my face.
Seems like you'd be wearing more clothing.
It's jazz hands gone wrong.
Yeah. And eating steamed rice and vegetables. Brown rice and vegetables. Anyway, that was their big thing in Showgirls. Has anyone seen this movie? No? I'm the only person that paid attention to their diet.
I have the box set. I kid you not.
What?
There is like a whole of Showgirls. Oh, yeah.
A box set. There was only one movie.
There's all the behind the scenes and the making of and the director's cut. And
Did you get all the seasons of Saved by the Bell with that, too?
I haven't even opened it. It got sent to me by the studio years ago, and I thought it was such a hoot that I've hung on to it.
You got to keep it mint in box for
it's going to be worth something someday.
To keep its value.
Exactly.
Right. I don't think it's worth anything today, tomorrow, or yesteryear. What is going on?
Now, it is one of those movies that is so bad that it might be enjoyable to listen to. I mean, to watch, right? It's one of those movies that is so bad that it's...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it's so bad, but then on top of it, it also has pretty naked ladies in it. So
there's like a Showgirls drinking game or something that goes with that movie.
I think so.
It's got like a second life as a really bad movie that people
see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I wonder what the drinking moment is. When do you drink? You drink when boobies are shown? When do you drink?
Oh, there's nudity. I'm in. Wait, you didn't say that.
Yeah, there's nudity.
Oh, God, yeah.
I've only said it like 4 times.
Oh. So, real quick, let's recap over the weekend. We were talking about Leonard Nimoy last week, and sure enough, after the show Friday, he passed away.
Yeah.
And there's scuttlebutt about William Shatner not making the funeral on Sunday. Yesterday's funeral, yeah.
Is he busy drowning another wife, or what's he got on the agenda?
No. Wow.
That was never proven.
Here's according to CNN, he defends his absence from the funeral. From Nimoy's funeral. He said he had a charity event, already arranged, already scheduled, Red Cross charity event, which, if that's the case and you're the organizers at the Red Cross, you're hoping William Shatner doesn't back out. So I guess they probably could have... It was in Florida.
Yeah.
Funeral was in California. He did answer a lot of tweeting. Shatner went onto the social networks. He started tweeting, said he feels real awful. I'm currently doing charity work, and one of my dearest friends is being buried. So, I don't know.
Oh, man. That's such a bummer.
Yeah.
But, I mean, how can you...
Yeah, I mean...
How can you know?
He had a commitment to the Red Cross.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
I'm sure that he was thinking about his pal, Leonard, the whole time.
Yeah, well, I'd like to think so. I'm prone to give him a break. I don't know if I give Leonard a break though. Have you heard him sing, Leonard?
Oh yeah.
No, is this the Bilbo Baggins thing?
This is Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah,
he can hold it too.
Hey,
why was this never a hit?
Yeah, he's MOT. He's a member of the tribe. He's my people. He's a Jew. Did you know that?
No. Is that why the funeral was so fast? He died Friday and he was buried Sunday.
And I saw a relative of mine just died last week. And the funeral is like it seems like seconds, and the funeral lasts a few minutes.
And this song should have been buried with him.
Yes. I wish Leonard Nimoy were there to give the eulogy. But he wasn't.
That's Shatner you're doing, not Nimoy.
Oh, yeah.
Nimoy was being
Hey,
buried.
Nimoy was there.
Yeah.
Nimoy was
well, no,
there.
he really wasn't.
Well,
yeah.
His body was there. And then also over the weekend, do you hear about Michelle Rodriguez getting going to the social internets and getting herself in trouble?
No.
Yeah.
Is she the gal who was in that boxing movie a long time ago?
She was,
Okay,
and then her
that's
bigger hit is The Fast and the Furious.
Oh, okay.
In those series of films. But did you hear about this, Chuck?
Negative.
Over the weekend, Michelle Rodriguez Instagrammed or whatever home video of her giving commentary on superheroes. And saying that the minority should stop stealing the quote-unquote white Caucasian superhero roles.
What?
Yeah. You didn't hear this? Here's her. She tweeted this.
Hey guys, I want to clarify about my yesterday. I stuck my foot in my mouth once again, and I said that people should stop trying to steal white people's superheroes. And I guess it got taken out of context because a lot of people got offended or whatever. But like, I have a tendency to speak without a filter. Sorry about that. What I really meant was
That's what we do on this show.
Ultimately at the end of the day, there's a language, and the language that you speak in Hollywood is successful franchise. And I think that there are many cultures in Hollywood that are not white that can come up with their own mythology. And, we all get it from the same reservoir of life, the fountain of life. And it doesn't matter what culture you come from. I'm just saying that instead of trying to turn a girl character into a guy, or instead of trying to turn a white character into a black character or Latin character, I think that people should stop being lazy and that people should actually make an effort in Hollywood to develop their own mythology. And you know what? If being American is your mythology and, the American culture is deep embedded into who you are and what makes you, or the archetype that you're trying to portray in a Hollywood feature or in a comic book, so be that. But I'm just saying that the different cultures from around the world that are in Hollywood, Latin, Black, Asian, so on and so forth, considered minorities because there aren't a lot of writers representing them, they should start focusing on making that, a serious priority. It's not about taking, Catwoman or Superman or Green Lantern or, whatever these characters are, and trying to make them fit to whatever, cultural background you are.
I think we understand.
Feel like it should be more creative than that. And I think that people need to stop being lazy.
I don't necessarily disagree with a lot of what she's saying.
She starts.
And, I'm taking it to heart as well, and I'm considering this while I am out there coming up with projects to do and things to write.
Okay.
Is she taking a breath
I can
yet?
see that. I don't think it needs to be a race thing, though. I mean, yes, all these characters were created as white people back in 30s. I mean, in the Batman in the 30s and 40s or whatnot. But that doesn't mean it can't change. And that I mean, the superheroes themselves are archetypes and they are mythology. But why can't they be available for everybody?
Case in point, Handyman. He was black.
And
from In Living Color. Handyman, that guy.
No,
he was black.
I don't remember.
It was Damon
I do
Wayans.
remember Homie the
But
Clown.
I heard Matt Damon's been hired to play Handyman.
Oh, ouch. Isn't her name, just to start things off, I don't know who this woman is, but her name is Michelle Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So, es uno problema con esto.
See.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, which is so, it's
Because
kind
she's-
of interesting that she's having that insight, that she feels that way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean,
Well, and also there's like we talked about on the show last week. Everything's been done before, so it's like create your own mythology. Like I mean, I guess it's like taking pieces of everything else and putting it into. I don't know. I just don't think it has to be a race thing.
well, speaking of people making crazy statements, Did you hear Sarah Palin over the weekend?
Oh, no.
God.
She, of all places, believe it or not,
Evolved?
has an issue with Fox News.
No. Oh,
Why?
think I
Because they're
might
not
have seen
paying her
something about
enough?
Because Bill O'Reilly's not being nice to her.
Aw.
Who'd have thunk?
Is Bill O'Reilly
Whoa.
nice to anybody?
When I
mean,
first heard this, I was like, wait a second. Sarah Palin cannot diss Fox News. She can't hear it in her own words.
Left and with the media, knowing what the media is going to do, it's going to take more than a village to beat Hillary. There needs to be unity, understanding that we have that, conservatives have that strike against us, right off the bat, that being the media. Even there, on Fox, kind of a quasi or assumed conservative outlet, and we have all day listening to the tease of Bill O'Reilly's. He's talking about the guests on his show tonight, or the commentary on his show, and that would be, all these GOP contenders thinking about running for president, like Donald Trump, Sarah Palin, and he names them off. He says, oh, what a reality show that would be, yuck, yuck. Well, the left doesn't do that, okay? They take this serious, because this is war, and hopefully the media, even the quasi-right side of the media, won't be looking at this as some kind of reality show, a joke, because maybe they have theirs, so they're taken care of, they're fine. No, the people of America deserve the best.
Don't talk for me.
Competition through a GOP primary, whether a Bill O'Reilly or somebody else assumes it's a reality show or not, they deserve that competition to surface the competitor who can take on Hillary or whomever it may be and win for this country.
Oh, I hope it's you. I really double super cross my fingers.
It would be
hope
awfully
it's her.
fun. Maybe George Bush looks...
This morning, Donald Trump said 80% that he will run.
Oh, God help us.
Donald Trump said he's going to run.
Is this country turning into a shit show? Come on!
Turning into
Twin Cities hit show.
Yeah. Oh, it's a hit show. No, seriously, I think she's posturing herself for this new uber conservative Tea Party thing, and she's trying to grab anyone who's disenfranchised with the apparently far too liberal Republican Party and just go running with it.
I just like that she's upset with Bill O'Reilly.
Yeah, right?
Oh,
the memes.
That's
the memes.
Superman versus Batman. Stop fighting each other. You're both super. Come on.
Michelle Bachmann, Sarah Palin cage match.
Tim, what are your thoughts?
We haven't even introduced Tim yet.
Since Tim is mic'd up, he's got the headsets on.
Yeah,
We're going to chat with Tim first.
And
Tim,
Jen is not.
Tim,
Hi.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Tim, your background has a little bit of humor in it.
I am a comedian and a podcaster and a musician. I do all sorts of funny things.
Sound like Courtney.
What's your podcast?
Geeks Without God. It is a podcast by three geeky atheist comedians, and so we talk about geeky stuff and atheist stuff and comedy stuff, depending on the week.
So Sarah Palin's never been a guest.
Sarah Palin is not on our list. She's not high up on the list.
But you would covet that.
If we got Sarah Palin, I would work with that.
That would be fun.
I don't think she's a geek. I mean, Sarah Palin, she maybe
she's got glasses, but
maybe if we could talk hunting with her, I don't feel like that.
She's probably a hunting geek.
She hunts.
Oh God, yeah, she's Alaskan.
She likes to hunt. She talks about it a lot. She talks about killing moose and with her bare
How much of that
hands.
is real, though? Well, but she's hunted, once or twice for a photo op a year?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, probably. That's probably true.
Who would you rather have, Michelle Bachmann or Sarah Palin as a guest? And go.
Michelle Bachmann, she's local, so we wouldn't have to pay to get her in.
Yeah.
She's close by.
I feel like you could fuck with her more, too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of things that you could say to Michelle Bachmann that she just wouldn't get.
Yeah.
And that would be really entertaining to me.
Like life?
Just talk to her about really anything, and she'd look at you with those dead eyes and agree with you and not even know what she was agreeing to.
Wow.
I heard her. I teach a class on terrorism. There's a bit where she was a bigwig with the Senate Committee on Arms and whatever, blah, 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 blah. But
which is scary.
Yeah. No, but she
just in December told the president at a Christmas party, you need to bomb Iran.
Yeah. But she actually comes off in this interview very articulate and intelligent and gave some really good...
Michelle Bachmann.
Yes.
Somebody must have written it for her.
No, and it really looked unscripted.
They changed her. They updated her microchip. That's what happened. She just got an OS upgrade.
Yeah, good. That could be.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, she has to be able to say, reasonable things occasionally.
No, she never has until this moment.
Really? Like everything else she said was wrong, and then not wrong, but insane because she is nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, just not like kind of nuts. She's like, you really need to be on some sort of medication nuts.
Yeah. She's like cure your gayness nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she cured her husband's
Yeah,
gayness.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Really?
Her husband-
Did she?
Her husband is totally straight. I don't know if you've ever seen him.
Yeah.
I've never done
He
him.
runs a clinic for not sex reassignment, but where they
Pray away the gay?
yeah,
They pray
yeah,
with
that's
the
it.
gay.
Yeah. This is for you, Michelle Bachman.
Which one would you go gay for, Michelle or Sarah?
Oh, probably Sarah Palin first.
And why?
To be shallow, she's prettier.
Is she?
Yeah, I think so.
Michelle Bachman is
Probably
pretty.
Tina Fey made me think she was prettier.
Yeah.
Sarah,
Yeah.
that killed Rusty. I've killed Rusty.
And now hiring a co-host.
It's more that you do Tina Fey playing.
There you go. Yeah,
Tina
there
Fey
we go.
Playing Sarah Palin.
I would do Tina Fey playing a caveman. Like, let's be honest.
Wow. Speaking of the weekend, did you hear about the brouhaha with the mayor and Nicole Curtis?
No. Who?
Which
she-
mayor?
Oh, yeah. She's
Mayor Hodges.
Mayor, okay, of Minneapolis.
Yes.
Because we have two mayors to contend with, right, in the Twin Cities.
And
Yeah, with the
Nicole
Twin Cities.
Curtis, right,
Yeah.
is the home improvement
who
woman.
hopefully will be coming on the show to talk about this shortly.
Is that the mayor that flashed a gang sign this winter?
Yes,
Yes.
That is.
yes.
Yeah.
The Pointer Gate.
Yeah.
Our
That's Betsy.
Our Pointergate mayor.
Yeah.
Mayor Betsy Hodges.
That was such BS.
I know.
What
Preaching.
station? I would never work for a station.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I did.
What you tried it on. It didn't work out.
Don't make me point at you.
Oh.
So now the latest. You haven't heard this? Nicole Curtis was an advocate for saving older houses in the Twin Cities because of their history and their aesthetics and all this.
Is this-
And there was a house that was
Yeah.
scheduled to be torn down, a 122-year-old house, and ultimately one of the city council voted to tear it down. The only issue with the house, it had horrible vinyl siding.
Yeah,
So-
that's impossible to fix.
So they tore it down, and Nicole went on Facebook and said some stuff, and then the mayor went on the Facebook, and so now they're sniping back and forth at each other, and people were piling on with negative commentary on Nicole's page, saying, "I'd like to take a wrecking ball to the councilwoman's face" or stuff
Oh, my
like that.
gosh.
Yeah.
People get so mean.
Well, the internet's great because you can
Yeah,
just
right.
say
Yeah.
you can say horrible things to anybody on the
Yeah.
internet and nobody cares.
Yeah.
What
So-
happened in the old days when you just chained yourself to the house and
Right?
waited for the wrecking ball to
Yeah.
come?
The mayor said, in regards to all the commentary on Nicole's page, all the haters, saying, "This behavior is reprehensible. Nicole Curtis has fomented and abetted this behavior, and she has done nothing either to stop or exhort her supporters to exhibit civility and decorum. Removing this post isn't enough. Nicole Curtis should apologize to the residents of the city, the Minneapolis Council, and council member Lisa Bender, who I guess was the deciding vote to tear down the house, for Curtis's own harmful bombast."
Bombast. I love that
Yes.
word.
Not, I should be clear, for her opinions, for not calling for her supporters to cease and desist the appalling, disgusting behavior. Lots of vulgar stuff. She did go on to say, "Hi, everyone, Nicole Curtis. As much as I would love to control over the million of you that follow my page," that's right, she's got 1 million
Yeah.
Facebook
Wow.
followers.
That's where
I don't condone threats of violence nor anything of that sort. It's quite odd that I have to state that, but we want to make it very clear. I am posting under my, last time I checked, right as a concerned citizen to question decisions made by elected officials. I have done this in a legal, grassroots manner, which I am known for and support, so I would ask that anyone who posts on this page to use words that could be used around our family priest. I would say grandma. But my grandma uses
rabbi.
some colorful language. Thank you for understanding.
I'll tell you what, that's where the mayor underestimates the power of Nicole Curtis, and know you're standing because Nicole Curtis has you beat in popularity.
Also, Nicole Curtis
I like the
only
mayor,
has
though.
She's fine.
737,000 followers.
Okay, but that's a quarter of a
wow.
million more for Nicole.
She's got 2 pages, though.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, all right. I
Maybe
don't know.
combined. I like the mayor,
Oh,
and I
she
and I
does,
and I
yeah.
like
No,
Nicole
I do too.
So
I do too.
and I like the old houses. Why can't we all just get along?
I like you, Rusty. And you too, Courtney. And Courtney, you look nice in your hat today.
Courtney and I were
Thanks,
talking.
thanks, approval, Chuck.
We don't really like you, Chuck. We brought here Tim to moderate our intervention.
This just got uncomfortable.
Chuck,
Yeah, go, Tim.
we were talking before the show. They've got a few issues with you. The first, your fashion sense.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Chuck.
Yeah, wear pants. I've said this over and over. You must wear pants in the studio.
I need to be free.
I don't think the pants. When we were talking earlier, it wasn't the pants. It was the underwear that was really the big issue.
Yeah, that thong
You
is
call
on
these
back-
things underwear?
That thong is on backwards, first of all.
First of all,
Banana hammock.
anybody can tell.
I can't get my nose in them if I wear them the right way.
Oh, wow.
I think we're starting to see the problem, Chuck.
I can't see anything through these underwear.
Tim, what do you got going on with the comedy? You've got a couple of things. You're with Fearless.
Well, Fearless Comedy Productions. I'm the artistic director, and we got a big thing coming up this weekend called Die Laughing, which is a 50-hour comedy marathon. We are going to do.
How long does that go?
It's for. It's 50 hours, but it's very confusing because this is leap. Not it's
spring
daylight
forward.
savings time, so it's spring forward. So
Does
there's
that
gonna
help?
we're gonna no, it's still got to be 50 hours. So we've got to we had to push forward our ending an hour. We
yeah.
started 7 p.m. Friday. We ended 10 p.m. on Sunday.
Wow.
There's improv, there's stand-up comedy, there's music, there's a little bit of everything.
Basically, a new act every hour. Is
Well,
that how that works?
sometimes a half hour, and some acts run 2 hours. But
okay.
in general, there's a new act every hour. Let's go with that.
For
Let's go with
50
that.
hours straight.
For
And
50
where is
straight
this at?
hours. It's at the DoubleTree in Bloomington, Minnesota. We are in the Edina Room, and it's a $20 suggested donation, but that's literally a suggested donation. If you can't afford $20, just come out. We want people to come out and watch. We're going to be streaming at dielaughingmarathon.com. So if you're like, well, I can't get out to this thing, but I feel like at 4 a.m. I need to watch some comedy. There's comedy going on at 4 a.m.
If you're driving around in Bloomington, right? Bloomington,
Bloomington, Minnesota.
If you're driving around in the middle of the night and you're like, what do I do this weekend?
There's nothing to
Just
do
go
at
to the
5
Edina
o'clock
Room.
in the morning. You're saying to yourself, what can I do?
I feel like you're talking to the 3 Bloomington cops who listen to this. Yeah.
I would love it if the 3 Bloomington cops that are driving around at 5
Right?
a.m. in the morning.
Bring donuts.
Have you done this before?
Yes, this is our second year. So this
Okay.
is Die Laughing to Laugh Harder.
I participated last year.
Yes,
So
Courtney.
what goes on at 3 a.m? How many? Last year, how was it at 3 a.m?
At 3 a.m, it was a little dicey. But the nice thing is the comedians that come and perform, they often will bring a couple of people with them, so that they aren't in the room alone. There was one point we did last year. We did some comedy videos early in the morning on Sunday, and that really didn't draw the people out. So this year, no videos. It's all live.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of really cool stuff. We have I can't remember everybody. There's 50 people, but or 50 more than 50 acts. There's like 72 acts.
Oh wow!
But there's like Elizabeth S. and Jakey Emmert and Patrick Ryan Bauer are going to be there to do stand-up comedy on Sunday morning. So 12 midnight to 1 a.m. I'm hosting an epic lip sync battle.
Oh.
Which is going to have a ton of local comedians, including Aaron Shepard, and I'm trying to run out, Margaret Blaylock, and anyway, an amazing group of people that are.
Are you working on your song right now?
I am working on my song. I'm thinking Katy Perry. I'm going to do
Which one?
Looking at
That is
you,
so
just
many.
gonna
I
say,
saw
that's
Katy Perry. I'm
Firework?
thinking of you.
Yeah, no, fireworks kind of. I was thinking I kissed a girl.
Oh,
Maybe.
okay, all right.
Maybe, although that feels kind of cliche.
Yeah.
You know who
But,
just announced today who's coming back to the
Oh
cities?
yeah, that's right.
You can
You may,
dance.
you may
I
want
could do some Madonna.
You may want to
I could
think.
do. I know.
Inspiration.
Tickets are going to go on sale this week.
Come
She's coming back to the XL.
And no capes.
No capes.
Yeah, no
She
kidding.
fell in London at the Brit Awards.
Oh.
Remember last week when you were listening to our show and we talked about that?
Yeah.
I remember that. That's true. So yeah, Madonna would be a good one. So I'm excited about that epic lip sync battle. There's my podcaster buddies and I, Geeks Without God, we're going to do a couple of live podcasts.
Cool.
One with Levi Weinhagen,
Oh, excellent.
local comedian, writer, and all around interesting guy, and then another with ZM Thomas, who's a comic book artist. He has written The Bible Part 2.
Oh.
And And
I love
there's another comedy. I forget the name. It's something the aborted fetus.
But
there you go.
So family
where
show.
can we
Chuck,
go to
the aborted fetus.
dielaughingmarathon.com to look at the lineup?
dielaughingmarathon.com. There's a schedule there. So if you're like, well, what I like is stand-up, you can go and find out what stand-ups are going to be there, when they're going to be there. We have, like I say, tons of improv teams that are going to be out there. Fantastic Voyage Improv.
And the money goes to again?
The money goes to Fearless Comedy Productions. So
Okay.
it's going to go to help us produce our upcoming season of shows, which includes, let's see, in the fall we are doing Caucasian Aggressive Pandas and Other Mulatto Tales.
What is that about?
That's written by Duck Washington.
I love Doug Washington.
Yeah, and we're going to do, in the spring, we are doing a remount of 2 shows that I wrote, Highlander the Musical and Top Gun the Musical.
Nice.
And then in the summer, we are looking to get ourselves, we're finding one of the old Victorian mansions on Summit Avenue, and we are going to do Clue in one of those mansions.
So you're going to perform Clue for...
We're going to adapt the film Clue and perform it in a mansion. So.
Oh my gosh, that sounds
Better hurry up.
amazing.
They may tear that thing down. All those mansions.
yeah.
All
Yeah.
those mansions. They
Just
could,
tear them down.
Maybe you could get
unless
Nicole
somebody
Curtis.
changed themselves to the front.
Then Nicole Curtis will have to go off with Chris Coleman.
Nicole Curtis, I hope you're listening and you come out and help us at Die Laughing so that mansion, they don't tear down those mansions because otherwise
you guys soiled
otherwise
it
the
with
show's
your
not going to
production.
happen. And I'm so excited for Clue. That's
Yeah.
gonna be
Now, Tim, how long has Fearless been around?
Fearless has been around for 2 years. So
Okay.
we're fairly new. We are this is our second season of original productions. We have been producing a lot of other like monthly shows in the area. So we
And
do
be
something-
honest, you are
Yeah.
filled with fear. So the title's just bullshit.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
The title's totally no.
Looking
the title,
at you, you look
Yeah.
like somebody just racked
trembling.
with trembling
I'm
fear.
trembling with fear all the time.
So Fearless was just...
Fearless is all about doing comedy that scares you, doing things that you aren't used to. So
Yeah.
we try to encourage our company members to go out there and do stuff that that makes them a little scary, that teeters on the edge. That we didn't come from, but we started from Vilification Tennis, which is an insult show that started out at the Minnesota Renaissance Festival. It's been going for 25 years, and
Were you writing on Nicole Curtis's Facebook some vilification stuff?
Nicole, your mom is so fat. Yada, yada, yada.
yeah, it mostly is fat mom jokes. To be really honest, it's a lot of fat mom jokes, but. There we push the envelope of acceptable humor.
Yeah.
We did a show. I'm going to offend somebody when I say this, but we did a
it.
show. We
I
did a
just
show about
shrugged.
a year and a half ago called "Going Full Retard," and we got in a lot of trouble.
Chuck
for
doesn't
that.
understand what you said. You're all right.
What now?
We got in a lot of trouble for that show. And
Yeah.
we
It's
did
inappropriate.
Who got you in trouble?
There were
Just
some
like the
people. There
people-
was
Everybody.
There are some people who are not nuts about the use of the word retard,
Yeah.
and I understand that.
Yeah.
But we also Tropic Thunder. Have you guys seen Tropic
Yes.
Thunder?
Oh, one of my
Fucking-
favorite movies.
it's an- Can I swear? I'm sorry.
Of course, it's
Sweet,
a podcast.
fucking awesome movie. So, and in that movie, they talk about going full retard.
Yeah,
as being
that's
a
what
bad
that's from.
idea.
Yeah.
And so I chose that for the show because the show is our handicap show.
Yeah.
And the people don't like it when you use the word retard. And like I
Yeah.
say, I understand that, and I'm sure there's somebody right now listening to this show going,
Is mad.
"That asshole is using the word retard
Yeah.
over and over again." But that's the idea behind the show.
That
We do offensive,
retard is using the word asshole again.
exactly. we do offensive comedy, and
Yeah.
and so from that core of doing offensive comedy, we said, well, let's form this company and not necessarily do offensive comedy, but let's do stuff that is challenging, that is scary, that isn't what everybody else is doing. So that's our goal.
I'm glad you like Tropic Thunder, by the way.
Oh,
Tropic
one of my-
Thunder is an awesome
I bought
movie.
that the
right?
day it came out.
Yeah.
Nick Nolte was in that?
Yeah,
Nick Nolte
he was.
in
Was
that.
he?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
playing
Who was the better performer in your opinion, Robert Downey Jr. or Tom Cruise in the surprise cameo?
Yeah, you know what?
Oh, God.
Tom Cruise in the
He's so
surprise
gross.
cameo is pretty awesome, but I got to give it to Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
because
Oh,
he
my God.
he killed that role. He really
I got a
did.
chance to go on and interview the whole cast of Tropic Thunder and chatted with Nick Nolte about his
Yeah?
days at the Old Log Theater in Excelsior.
Oh,
He
really?
started his early
no
acting
way.
days. Yeah, and Don Stoltz just passed away like last week, the guy who started the Old Log Theater.
Yeah. Okay.
In his 90s. But I asked, would you ever come back to the Twin Cities? Would you work on stage at the Guthrie? He goes, I'd love to come back, but it would only be for Don Stoltz at the Old Log Theater. So
he said that, but it sounded like...
Yeah, nobody knows what he said. It's amazing you could even understand what he said.
Yeah.
Well, he was holding my hand. So we had eye contact. Well, Tim, we're glad you came in early.
Thank you.
And let's plug one more time. Is it Friday? Does it start Friday night?
Starts Friday night at 7 p.m., runs until Sunday night at 10 p.m. It is dielaughingmarathon.com. And that's where it'll be streaming. So if you're like, this sounds really interesting, but I can't go see it live, well, stream it. Stream it online. There's a donate button if you think it sounds like a great idea. We've got a $500 matching grant going on right now until the event starts. So if we can raise $500, our board of directors is going to match that so we can start this thing with $1,000 in the hopper. So go out right now and give us $10.
Lovely.
And it's like giving us 20. It's magic.
Wow.
Yeah. Don't be a retard.
Exactly.
It's inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
What do we have when we come back? What do we got going on here?
We have the very funny.
And very beautiful.
Are you pulling
and
a bit?
Hilarious. And
We already had Tim. What are you talking about?
Right. Okay, sorry. Jen Schaal.
Jen, all
Jen
right.
Schaal with an unnecessary amount of content.
What?
All right, we got to take a break, all right? We're
Just
gonna be,
the right amount.
We're going to be right back.
Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
The Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck will be right back.
MacMen. Don't let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005. The Alive and Social Network is alive and growing. From the best in sports, music, movies, and beer, Alive and Social is what all the cool kids click on. Featuring characters like radio rebel Jeff DeBay, Star Tribune pundit Jim Suhan, Unfiltered, and television veteran and handsome man Rusty Gatenby. You can also taste the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly. Join the band with live band karaoke night from legendary O'Gara's in St. Paul and the live music showcase from Shamrocks. Yes, Alive and Social Network does indeed rock and roll. The Jeff DeBay Show, Jim Suhan Unfiltered, the Rusty Gatenby Review, the Minnesota Pubcast with Jason and Molly, live band karaoke, and Shamrock's live music showcase. Join the fun. Be alive and social with the Alive and Social Network.
The term foodie can sometimes come across as a tickle pretentious. BT and Lydia are here to demystify the term and reclaim it for the sake of good food. Their weekly podcast brings in fellow foodies and culture creators from the Twin Cities to talk about all things food. Find this duo only on the Alive and Social Network. With Suhan Unfiltered, sports columnist for the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, Jim Suhan presents in-depth conversations with the best writers and sports personalities in the area. Suhan brings professional journalism flavor without the verbal censoring. Find out what unfiltered really means. Only on the Alive and Social Network. SuhanUnfiltered.com.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show with Rusty, Courtney, and Chuck.
Say it 3 times fast. We just dare you.
Twin Cities Hit Show, Twin Cities Hit Show, Twin Cities Hit Show.
You did it.
I did it.
Okay, I'm going partial.
No.
Inappropriate.
Don't. All right, so we're back, and now we've exchanged Tim with someone much prettier.
You look lovely today, Jen.
We should make a point of that. The first half hour is fine, but the second half hour, we need prettier guests than the first half hour.
For the guests that are listening at home.
I'm smart, too.
Really?
Yeah, very smart.
Now you're just showing off.
Jen, this is a battle I have to fight every day. Yeah.
So I'm here for you, girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
Introduce our guest.
Oh, hi, everybody. We have Jen Schaal on the air with us. She is a fabulous comedian who has performed with all sorts of fabulous people, and she's hilarious.
Like who? Who's been fabulous that you've performed with?
Maria Bamford.
Maria Bamford.
Oh, okay. Why was she so fabulous?
You have to ask.
Rusty doesn't know Maria. Maria Bamford is like one of the funniest comedians out there today.
She's genius.
She's a genius.
She was on season 4 of Arrested Development.
Oh, really?
She was? Oh.
She's been featured in the New York Times. She has a great article about just doing the work.
You know who I'm, you can tell me if I should be or not, I'm very interested in seeing, is it Amy Schumer?
Amy Schumer.
Oh,
Schumer's.
she's awesome.
She's got a movie with, what? Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. The writer-director who's done all the 40-Year-Old
Judd
Virgin.
Apatow.
Judd Apatow.
Okay. Oh,
she
that's cool.
wrote a script, and it's coming out, I think, in the next couple of weeks here.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting, right? Is that
Good for her.
like the golden ring for a comedian?
I think we all have different goals.
Yeah.
You're at different points in your career. You're doing different things, and it's all about being in the right time and place. And I'm happy with where I'm at. So, I mean, if someone wants to give me a movie opportunity, I wouldn't say no. But
you wouldn't be like,
very sweet of
Judd,
you.
let me think
Very
about
sweet
it.
of you.
Can I get back to you? Do I have to give you?
You're not hightailing it to Hollywood
I'm
anytime
good.
soon.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Jen, and I always say
boy.
this. Here we go. She got me into stand-up comedy. She literally dragged me to Joke Joint.
You're
and
welcome.
Why did you do that? Jen?
I don't think that's true. I
You
think
did.
No, I think we had dinner one night, and you were like, "How do you do comedy?" And I was like, "Look, you just need to go do it sometime."
Yeah, you made me go. I
No,
was scared.
you're in control of your own actions, Chuck.
That's not true
I
at all.
didn't. Yes. Well, maybe that's true in your case, but I am definitely not in charge of your actions. So
Dragged me and put me
How
on
long
that
ago was
stage.
that?
I'm pretty sure you drove your own car.
I was following you. I was out of fear. It was
when
like
did-
May of 12, probably.
So yeah, a couple of
Yeah.
3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice. All right. When did you get into comedy and why?
I started comedy in 2007. So I've been around a while. And why? Because
Yeah.
I was like the annoying person at parties.
Yeah, that's me.
Why?
I feel like, or Chuck too.
Or
It could
Chuck.
be one. Yeah, no, the annoying person at parties. I didn't have an outlet, and I studied art in college. I was a painter, and I had stopped doing
Really?
that. Yeah,
I didn't know that about you. I mean, that
true.
makes sense. You're so
Lots
you're
of
such
naked people.
Yeah, you pay attention. Just knowing you, you're just a very visual person. Like you pay attention to the
thank you.
visuals. a
You were
lot.
painting naked people?
Yeah, have you ever been
What
to like an
color?
art museum or something? You know, there's like a lot of
What
nude
color?
paintings like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
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 you study
yeah.
the body form.
Do you leave it so they can breathe still, or do you just paint the whole thing?
Okay. Give it up for Chuck, you guys.
I want to keep it safe.
No, I'm not gonna.
Safety first, even when painting
I'm
people.
gonna give it up for Chuck. That I always thought that was a weird gig to be a model, a nude model.
Oh
for
yeah,
art
it's
classes.
definitely. They get paid really well.
Do they?
get paid well?
Sign
This
me up.
was like the late '90s, early 2000s. So I don't know how inflation has affected that, but I want to say for like 3-4 hours, you know, they would sit for 30 minutes in a pose and then have like a 15-minute break. Then they'd come back,
Yeah.
do a pose again. They were getting paid at least $20-$30 an hour, and they're not. Most of them are not pretty people.
Right.
I can tell you that, and there's some real creeps.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
the nakedness.
Do they
So-
look? Do they look right at you while?
Oh
you're
yeah.
painting?
Well, here's the thing.
Do
There's
they-
you
do
guys
they
want to hear
wink?
a funny story about it? I got a
you
real
do it.
funny story about one guy.
Let's hear it.
This guy, I have to give you like a visual
Yes.
representation of what he looked like.
God,
He
no.
was a bigger dude. He wore like industrial glasses, you know, like
goggles.
no, like you know,
Safety glasses?
you know, like for eyesight, but the industrial,
Yeah.
they were like the metal with the double.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And just a real unattractive guy, but he would listen to all of our conversations as we were painting. So he, you know, it's a small group. You get to know people really well. And so when he would take his break, he'd put on his robe and his flip-flops, and he'd come around, look at all of our paintings, know all of our names, because he was listening to everything that we'd say and talk to us about what we were doing. It was real creepy. And so when you do that, you have the same model for like 2 weeks. And at the end of that, you put out all your paintings, and the class critiques them. And it's a real weird situation because basically it just sets you up for like a really nice job in sales, because they're like, oh, I really love what you're doing here. And then you just have to bullshit your way through. And this one particular painting that I still have of this ugly guy, my professor said to me, she goes, Jen, no one captures the genitals as well as you. Yeah. And I still have this painting because it's not finished. The only thing that's done. And the assignment was you couldn't use skin tones. You had to use different colors. You couldn't
avant-garde.
Yeah. And so the genital area is very detailed. Right. The rest of it, not so much.
Yeah.
But,
I hope that she's on your LinkedIn with that quote.
Right.
No one
that's on my resume.
Yeah.
That is absolutely.
That's.
on my
I feel like
resume.
you kind of got to. I mean,
Captures the
especially with
genitals.
maybe the people that are unattractive, you have to get the genitals out of the way first.
Well, or
right?
like,
'Cause
what's
you
their
can't-
most redeeming quality? Probably that.
Oh, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might be right. You might be right.
This guy's a real dick. But what a dick.
Hey, nice peep though.
Yeah. So anyway,
You couldn't choose to just go all G.I. Joe on him and digitize that area and have no...
this was the
does that have
90s.
to do with G.I. Joe?
This
G.I.
was,
Joe has no genital.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's just all flat.
That's your opinion.
You've never... G.I. Joe never dated your Barbie? Come on.
No.
well, Ken didn't have. Ken had like plastic underwear that
Yeah.
were skin tone.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, G.I. Joe had... It was disturbing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
nothing there. It was just
How does that
skin
work?
color.
It's like Barbie and G.I. Joe. They're like really different sizes.
Are they?
Yeah, G.I. Joe was
Yeah,
like
'cause
this
G.I.
big, and
but I
Barbie
think
is
it,
like.
falls
Back
they
in the
full
70s,
size.
it was a full-size G.I.
Full-size
Joe.
G.I. Joe.
And he was
I
like...
was around
Times
then. I
have
don't
changed.
remember that.
Times have changed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could take
Obama.
Ken easy.
It's Obama.
You blame Obama for the little
Thanks,
G.I.
Obama.
Joe?
Yeah.
All right. So,
Yes.
you are full-time into being a comic?
Well, I have a day job. Too.
Okay. So what is the day job, and does being a comic help your day job?
How many people listen to this?
Like 7.
Okay. I work for public television.
Wow.
Bragger.
Yeah. I have a 401k.
Yeah.
I'm single.
Ready to mingle?
Regular
Yeah.
job.
Which, by the way, I'm holding you to your going on to
Oh, right.
Courtney.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
forget.
Going on.
Did you go on a date?
I haven't gone on
Oh,
a
yeah.
date, but
On
I'm supposed
Tinder.
to put myself back on Tinder for this
Girl,
show.
let's talk.
Let's talk, girl.
What is Tinder, by the way? That's how old I am.
Okay, Tinder is an app on your phone.
I was Tindering before while I was waiting.
Were
Were you really?
Yes, you gotta make
Swipe,
use
swipe,
of time.
swipe.
Was
So
any
basically,
luck?
Of course.
Okay.
yeah, girl.
It's
so- okay,
image based.
So
it's photos of dudes.
It's what happens is on the app, a photo will come up, and Tinder, I guess, is the one that's made for heterosexuals,
Yeah.
and then Grindr is the not.
But
There's anything
Grindr
wrong
has
with
a
it.
lot
Grindr
less
is-
faces.
Oh, right. Yeah, Grindr, and it's just a different culture. Anyway, I'll just stick with Tinder. So people's photos come up, and you either swipe left, which means you don't want to talk to them based on their looks, or you swipe right,
like you.
meaning you do want to talk to them.
Ooh,
or
me like
To be
you.
fair, though, sometimes
Yes.
people write a little bit of something.
yes, which
Like
I
usually
have
how
done.
tall they are.
And honest. And I will click through. Basically, if you double click on the person, it will show you their little bio that they've
And more
written.
pictures.
In more pictures, yeah. So you can look at more pictures of them before you make that final decision. Because once you swipe left, they're gone forever.
Look
You
at the
don't
power
see that
you
person.
have.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, and they don't know.
They don't know.
But
All
if
right.
you swipe left and they have also seen your picture and swiped left on you, then it says it's a match, and then you can communicate with that person.
You mean right?
Yeah, that's just
Swipe right. Yes.
You can.
If you both
I'm
swipe
sorry.
right.
Yes, if you both swipe right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I get my left and right. mixed
Sometimes
up all
you
the time.
accidentally swipe right, though, and then someone maybe on purpose swipes right, and then you have to unmatch real quick.
Yeah.
I was watching G.
I was
Cole do
kidding.
this the other day,
Yeah.
and he was going through this like he was at the slot machine. Just
Who?
swipe. Greg Coleman, a comedian. Swipe, swipe.
Man,
swipe,
Greg
swipe,
and I,
swipe,
I've
swipe.
never seen Greg on Tinder.
Yeah, I've never seen
He's
him
probably
on Tinder
too young
either.
This guy has the same name as the Viking punter?
It's
How
his son.
son?
Wait.
Yeah,
Oh, it's his son.
yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. And he's
Interesting.
adorable.
He's
I love-
adorable.
He's
I have a
adorable.
biggest crush on
I
Greg
would not
Coleman.
say no.
Yeah, I would not say no to Greg Coleman either.
Greg
you
Coleman.
hearing that,
I
Greg
would
Coleman?
not say no to
You've
Greg
been
Coleman.
Tindered right here.
You've been
I think you know what? I think my age range starts at 32, so I don't think he's.
Mine starts at 22.
Oh, girl.
I know because I just like fun sometimes.
Wow.
Awkward fun.
So you need to record your dates or whatever. We
Yeah.
need to go on
I'll
these
do
dates
it.
with you because have you had creepy dates? I gotta believe.
I started doing
big
Tinder.
old nude model once, and someone drew my junk really
Can I-
well.
He doesn't.
Can I tell
He
you?
doesn't know how good it is.
Can I tell you a potentially disturbing story that would make my mother cringe?
Oh, please.
My very, very first Tinder date, because I went on Tinder because I was horny and I wanted to use it as just a hookup app. So
Which not everybody does. For
Which
the
not
record,
everybody
I
does.
don't.
Yeah. I just, in particular, was having, I don't know, a bad hormone day or something. Anyway,
Naughty.
so I found this gentleman who was about 10 years my junior and on Tinder who looked very, very cute. He was adorable. We had some texts back and forth. It was super fun. He's like, come over. I'm like, okay. I drove all the way to Eden Prairie.
Wow.
Oh my God, you're so brave.
And
I walked in and as soon as I saw him, he was shorter, a little heavier, and almost assuredly more gayer than he came across in pictures. But we chatted. He was very nice, gave me some whiskey, and we were like, yes, we are here to... we are here to do it. And pretty much what happened was we're in his living room. He's like, well, let's just do it right here. Drops his clothing
Oh, for God's sake.
and is like, what do you think?
Oh,
And not a bad body, but I was like, weird. Okay, so
We're doing this.
I
Then.
dropped my clothing and was like, what
do you think?
And
You're
then
amazing.
So romantic.
And then we just kind of started making out. I tried to get it going, and I was like, I just wasn't feeling it. And I'm not talking about that
Yeah, I
he
don't
had
know
no
why.
erection.
The foreplay was amazing.
I
in
was
this relationship.
exactly. It was so like kissing him. It was like kissing a fucking fish mouth. It was horrible. It was just like.
what does that mean, fish mouth?
Well, like if you take a fish in the supermarket and try to kiss it,
Yeah.
It's
have
just-
you ever done that?
No.
Okay. Well,
The day is young.
the day is young. Exactly. Well, just like there was no energy, there was no chemistry, there was no like, zah,
Right.
you know. So
Plus, his mom was coming home any minute.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
For
God.
the love of God.
No, he was. I mean, he had a very nice place. He worked for Medtronic or some big company or something like that. And
Well, throw him my way.
Yeah.
You know, my ex.
He's under your age range. He's
Oh,
28.
that's
My ex
But
was
anyway,
on
it was-
Tinder, and she was very happy with it. Yeah.
Chuck.
Okay, so end of my story is that we ended up not doing. I literally sat back after a minute, and I was like, "You're not into this. We're not into this. Let's
Whoa.
just." So I
And
was
he
like,
agreed? He goes,
Yeah, he was like, and he kind of like this moment washed over his face of like inner issues, like his inner issues were like kind of coming to the surface, but then he. Concealed it again, and I was like, "Okay, well, nice to meet you." And we had a little chat, and then I was like, "Okay, see you later." That was my first Tinder date.
My mouth is like wide open. This is a great story. I can't imagine
you.
the story ending the way it did. But kudos to you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No.
How did you think it was going to end?
I figured they'd end up having sex.
Right.
Oh.
No, but I've gotten past the point in my life where I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Yeah.
have sex with you because I'm here. No.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, not into it. I'm not interested in not having something that's going to make me feel great when I walk out the door and be like, yes, I'm so glad I went to Eden Prairie for that.
But let me, okay, I don't want to get too deep here, but like,
No, that's cool.
you hook up with a dude on Tinder and he's amazing and all that stuff. Do you still feel great at the end? I don't know.
So here's the
It
thing.
depends.
Yeah. I mean, you can just go on a date with somebody
Yeah.
from Tinder.
Right,
too.
right.
Yeah, you don't
And
have to-
who cares? Like, let us do what we want.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you
Easy.
guys do.
Oh.
Hello.
Yeah.
No, but I've like reached a point in my life where I
guess-
actually don't feel great after something like that. I'm
Well,
a dude.
But that's an inner peace thing, I think, Chuck. I think it's sort of like I think it's sort of like, this is what I'm
We're
Yeah.
getting to
I
the
mean,
we're getting to the emotional, Chuck. Now,
If you have sex with a woman on Tinder,
do you have a therapist, Chuck?
yes,
Good.
you.
No.
You take copays?
No.
Oh, we're having a problem with billing that. I think.
So then,
Chuck just needs a hug. Everyone, just needs a hug. He needs someone to gently rock him and say, "Chuck, you're okay."
Why?
I'm tweeting Chuck needs a hug.
Why?
Chuck needs to shut up, but he needs a hug. All right.
Aw, Chuck.
So, Courtney, that was almost a moment with Courtney. But do you have a moment with Courtney?
Yes.
No.
Sure. I don't, but
You don't.
I could.
You don't. You have nothing for the show. Nothing?
Nothing.
Fine. Jen, you were looking up something. Is there something that strikes you today of conversation?
Oh, I have a little corporate gig to go to after this.
Oh,
so I was.
how does that work?
I was doing my planning for that because it starts at noon.
Oh, do you do a few corporate gigs?
I was hired to do this. Yeah, I mean, when people want me.
Do you
and they pay
do
me.
straight up just a set, or do you
No, I'm
welcome
hosting.
people and welcome to the...
It's International Women's Day event. That I'm
Oh
hosting.
yeah, March 8th. Is
IWDE,
International Women's
sure.
Day.
So for a large employer in downtown Minneapolis that I will not name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they wanted me to come in and host an event.
The Loon Cafe.
Yeah.
It was the
Old
first thing-
Chicago.
Old Chicago.
Have you done a few of those then?
For International Women's Day or just
Corporate-
in general?
corporate
sure.
gigs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so then do you have to research each company and come up with jokes about, I'm Pepsi. Boy, Coke really sucks, huh? Hey.
That's not a joke.
Oh.
It's not funny.
Yeah.
Plus,
have you
Rusty.
ever thought
I did
about
not-
doing comedy, Rusty?
no. Yes.
Yes.
Corporate events for
Write
Pepsi.
write that one down.
I'm glad the attention is turned to Rusty. Why did I speak? Shit.
Yeah, right.
Awkward. Chuck, do you have anything in the crime world? We've got 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
You do. See, each
See-
morning Chuck brings us
Okay.
He does his
criminals.
assignment.
This is the case.
What do you got there?
Man who believes he is a werewolf who killed a vampire found guilty of murder. Yes, this is a California man who thought. Why are you laughing? This is
Because
true
I'm
crime.
from California, I used to think I was a werewolf.
Yeah, were you ever?
You
Okay.
did? You
Well, not for real, but like when Teen Wolf came out, I used to howl at the moon. Anyway,
Yeah, he went to his neighbor's home, fatally shot her in the doorway with a rifle because he thought he was a werewolf and killing a vampire.
you can't kill a vampire with a rifle.
Yeah, you can.
Silver
It worked.
bullet.
She's dead.
Well, I know because she's not a vampire. You
But-
have to kill a vampire with a stake through the heart.
Well, maybe it
We're
was an
calling-
ill-thought-out.
we're-
There's a silver bullet.
We're calling BS. You kill a werewolf with a silver bullet. We're calling BS on his logic. If he thinks he's a werewolf and she's a vampire, doesn't he need to come over with a wooden stake?
yeah. That's
Oh,
what I'm
Monday
calling
morning
BS on.
quarterbacks. You don't even like how he's killing vampires. Really, is there anything right with you people today?
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
sometimes
So
I
saying.
don't-
his attorney said, "I'm disappointed. Mark is a very sick man, and when I told the jury I believed he wasn't a murderer, I believe that. He's a murderer. He killed someone. That's
Yeah.
a fact.
Uh-huh.
That you're a crappy attorney if you don't know how definitions work."
He was found guilty, though.
Yeah, he was. He was. So luckily we can close the door on that.
Not
one.
even with insanity, nothing like that.
No.
Why? How did he think he was a werewolf?
Well,
Like-
he believes he transforms into a werewolf because he holds the spirit of the wolf.
Huh.
So I think
Okay.
that makes complete sense to me. I get that.
He's probably got good hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
picture. He does have great hair.
He's
He's
probably got a lot of passion.
modified mullet.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
looks like.
So that's what my OkCupid looks like right now.
yeah.
Meaning, like that's what the guys who pick up on you look like. Oh man.
This is not the first time he became suspicious of his
Real
neighbors.
confident.
You better be seen
They're
during
real
the day.
confident.
Yeah. And though mentally ill, he's not a psychopath. That's what the attorney said. No, I think he's fine. He's working through some issues. Mm-hmm. And he'll have a couple years to ponder those. I think it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
So when he was in a lineup, they went werewolf, and the person went there, werewolf.
Yeah.
Werewolf.
I stole that from Young Frankenstein. By the way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, what they did, actually, the lineup was uncomfortable. It was four black dudes
that
and
made
this
up for
white
your
dude
last
with a mullet. So it was pretty clear who did it. Four black dudes, white dude with a mullet. He did it. He did it.
He did it. All right, and then the Slender Man thing, or
Yeah.
no, Slim Man, Slender
Yeah,
Man.
well, this kind of connects.
Have you
with
heard
this-
about this one?
Well, there was a situation that happened like a year ago in Waukesha, Wisconsin, which
Yep.
is where I'm
Right.
close to where I'm from.
Right.
So that's why I moved away.
Yeah.
What the
'Cause of Slender Man?
hell? These
Well,
not real.
it's a real interesting place down there
Yeah,
in
it is.
southeastern
What is
Wisconsin.
Slender Man?
He's a character from
the
Minecraft.
Yeah.
If for those of us who have
Okay.
8 and 10-year-olds, and all they do is obsessively play on this piece of crap.
Which I did not realize Minecraft was the crafting from mining.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
Like an online game where you build things
Yeah.
out of things that you mine.
Right.
That makes perfect
Right.
sense,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
for some reason
Yeah.
I never put it together.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I didn't-
Slender
I
Man.
didn't
so
know that's
Slender
what
Man's
this
the evil dude
And
who
sunblock,
wanders.
by the way, helps block the sun.
Oh, okay. Weird.
Good call. And
You guys are blowing my mind.
what is cock block?
Well,
okay.
So Slenderman, these girls were paying tribute to Slenderman. They were like 12 and 13, and they took a friend into the woods and stabbed her as a tribute to Slenderman. But they were just both certified to move forward as adults in trial. They're not.
There was
insane and
2020 or Dateline just dedicated a whole hour to that, and I was shocked. And I immediately talked to my 13-year-old son and 15-year-old daughter, and saying, "So, have you kids heard about this?" And I said, "Slim Man," and they're like, "No, you haven't heard about Slim Man, blah blah." And they're like, "You mean Slender Man?" I'm like, You couldn't put two and two together. Go, yeah, but he's called Slender Man. You couldn't help your dad out. Never heard of Slim Man.
Any opportunity to make fun of Dad.
Yeah, but they could not understand how anyone would believe this online character was real.
Yeah,
like this girl got so caught up in it and convinced her friend.
Yeah,
to kill their best
middle
friend.
Middle school is a hard time. Do you guys not remember that? All you want to do is like fit in and be part of a group.
Yeah.
And so I think you're
and
really
drag
impressionable.
your friend into the woods.
I think, people are. It's a really difficult emotional time.
Yeah. Hey, we're gonna tie this kid up, or we're gonna throw this kid in a trash can upside down, and then, under peer pressure, let's go kill someone in the forest.
I mean, it was my best year ever, but.
Yeah.
For other people, I think it's suffering.
Which year? Yeah. Which year was?
7th grade.
7th grade.
So you're saying you peaked in 7th grade?
It was the best.
Why? What was so great about 7th grade?
I was student council president.
Oh,
me too.
And I had a really attractive boyfriend.
Me too. Do you remember the issues you were faced with in 7th grade as student council?
I do.
What were the issues?
Well, just like everyone, different kind of soda machine in the lunchroom.
Yeah.
Damn you!
There was we had a thing called honor cards where you could get like demerits and stuff, and so we had a little bit of situation with that. That was also when the Gulf War was a thing.
Hey, I want to back up to the honor
So we
card.
had a little sit-in for that.
Nice. Would you?
And then the war stopped. Thank you for
You're
doing
welcome.
that sit-in.
You're welcome. Yeah. All of us white kids in Muskego, we did a lot.
Could you imagine the conversation as you get called into the disciplinary board at the student council, and they're discussing what to do with your honor card, and you're trying to defend your actions of stabbing your classmate?
It wasn't like that. We didn't have that much clout.
Oh.
That was still administration.
You stop stabbing her, I will take away your honor card.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't have a guy bring a gun in 7th grade, though.
Whoa.
He was,
Like a student?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. It wasn't just like the cop showing off his gun. Like the dare
student.
cop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how did that?
He got expelled.
Yeah.
But that was before, like school shootings were really a thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, we were on the forefront of trends.
Yeah. Jeez.
So,
You were leading the way with guns in school being a thing. Nice. And it's what happened in 8th grade? It all stopped.
Yeah, it did. Did you see how my shoulders just went down remembering? Yes, it was 8th grade was
about 8th
hard.
grade. What happened in
My
8th
boyfriend
grade?
and I broke up.
Oh.
Yeah, Brian Plemons. If you're listening, you live in Phoenix now.
He could be.
I know. I know. That poor guy. I talk about him in every single comedy show I do. I probably owe him like thousands of dollars, but and all my friends didn't want to be friends with me anymore.
Why?
Yeah.
Because my boyfriend broke up with me, and so then we couldn't hang out with all the boys anymore because they always would come over to my house.
Had you considered stabbing someone to get your cred back at that point?
Jesus Christ.
I'm trying to help the little 8th grade Jen Schaal.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I'm good now. I'm 37, Chuck, so I've done a lot of work since then.
Did 9th grade get better?
Yeah, 9th grade was great.
Okay.
Back on track.
Tonight was the awkward Chuck show. I love it. Today.
And when you were a kid back then, what did you think you were going to do when you grew up?
Oh, God. I didn't really think about it too much, I guess, because I just knew I was going to be amazing. I actually wanted to be like a public relations executive. That's what I wanted to do. And here I am on your podcast.
But you were also working for public television.
Yeah, in sales, it's very different.
Greater good. You're doing greater good.
Yeah.
Public television needs sales?
Corporate sponsorship.
Ah, I see. Okay. Alrighty then.
It's a little softer than the commercial side.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
we need sponsors on the Alive and Social
Sure,
Network.
if you want to pay me, we'll see what we can do.
Exactly.
Right. Sounds good. Chuck, get your wallet.
Yeah.
Where can we see you perform when you're not performing at the special corporate fancy pants events?
I'm not in town until April again.
wow.
I think April 4th. I'm
So-
back at New Hope.
Are you working the comedy circuit outside the
Yeah,
state?
I gotta go to. I was in Platteville, Wisconsin on Saturday last week.
Nice. How's the weather down there?
It was cold.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So were the attitudes. Yeah. No. It's in a couple weeks. I'm in Iowa, and then I go to New Ulm, which is kind of far away
Nice.
from here.
Yeah.
But yeah, April I'll be back in the Twin Cities.
And where were you? Do you know where you're going to be if we want to see you in April?
New Hope Cinema Grill.
Oh, yeah. They got a big stage in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You know.
All right. Whatevs. All right. Well, I think
Thanks for
we're.
having me.
Thank you, Jen.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
Oh my
absolutely. I'm
God.
so glad you came in. Can we talk about our guests that are coming up on the show this
Yes,
week?
please.
All
and
right.
You needed. You wanted to plug something too.
Yeah, plug your thing, Chuck.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to remind everyone, get on Twitter. We do check this thing throughout the show, at Cities Hit Show. Like our Facebook page, Facebook/Twin Cities Hit Show. Tomorrow night at the VFW in Uptown with the very fabulous Hesley Ray, I'm helping her host a comedy showcase. It was packed last week. We're going to have some great comedians lined up. Shows at 8 o'clock, VFW in Uptown. Free parking in the back. How do you beat that?
And no kidding, you guys informed me that that's a really cool VFW.
Yeah, it was actually awesome. Yeah.
Cheap drinks.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Fun karaoke. So this week we have Michael Thorne on tomorrow, who's a comedian. We have Michelle Balloon, who was just at the Comedy Corner Underground this past weekend, and she's a comedian, I think, from California.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia.
She's been on Chelsea lately.
Oh, she has.
Nice.
Yeah. So those are our next 2 days coming up.
Yep.
All right. And then
we have Ann Kim from Pizzeria Lola, who's the owner of Pizzeria Lola on Thursday.
Is our week booked out? I thought
our
week
is booked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have one more thing, Chuck.
One more thing. Hey, I just want to remind everyone, if you love this show and you have a business and you want good advertising, talk to us. We would love to get your business
We have
sponsored.
ideas for you.
Brilliant ideas.
And if you don't like the show, well, there's always Tim's podcast. Tim, what was your podcast again?
That's Geeks Without God. I've been here the whole time. It's amazing. It's magic.
All right, everyone. It's a Monday. Make it a good day. We'll talk at you tomorrow. All right? Twin Cities Hit Show.